sunset melting through the sky. Creekside roads glowing amber bright. Everything feels alive tonight. You hum softly to the radio, watching cherry petals drift below. The world behind us fading slow as the evening colors flow. Streetlights waking one by one after another gentle sun. And somehow every passing mile feels lighter when you smile. Creekside sunset drive with you. Pink skies painted over blue. Spring keeps whispering our names. Nothing ever stays the same. Hold my hand through open air. Wildflower perfume everywhere. And if this road never ends tonight, I think that would feel alright. Tiny cafes glowing by the stream, like scenes from old romantic dreams. Music floating through the dark, soft as sparks inside my heart. You rest your head beside the door, and I fall for you even more. The moon begins to slowly rise, silver rivers in your eyes. Every bridge we pass beneath feels like pages turning quietly, and every breeze that brushes through carries me closer to you. One day these flowers all may fall, summer answering springtime's call, but I will keep this evening close like a letter nobody knows. The creek keeps running endlessly like our unfinished memory. And somewhere in the fading light, love keeps driving through the night. Creekside sunset drive with you. Moonlight sparkling silver blue. Spring keeps breathing through the trees, dancing with the midnight breeze. If tomorrow comes too soon, meet me underneath the moon, where the creek and flowers stay, and our hearts don't drift away. Morning light on the water, tiny flowers waking slow. Spring is breathing through the willow trees, and the little creek keeps singing low. I can hear the earth turning softly underneath my wandering feet. Every breeze feels like a memory. Every heartbeat moves with the stream. I walked along the narrow pathway covered up in shades of green. Cherry petals drifting lightly, like a half-forgotten dream. Coffee warmth inside my fingers, sunlight dancing through my hair. There was something in the silence, like the world was saying prayers. clouds were floating without end, and the creek beside the wildflowers felt exactly like a friend. I let all my worries fade now like gold footprints in the rain. Spring has opened every window in the corners of my pain. Slow down, hear the water calling. Slow down, feel the daylight falling into places we forgot, into hearts that needed hope. Whispers by the creek tonight, soft blue skies and golden light. Every little wave you make carries all my fears away. Walking where the flowers lean, living slowly in between springtime winds and quiet dreams. Whispers by the creek with me. Children laughing near the bridges, tiny bicycles go by, old cafe doors left wide open, music floating through the sky. Somewhere someone plays a vinyl, soft old songs from long ago, and the scent of fresh carnations moves wherever breezes blow. I don't need a destination, I don't need to rush ahead. All the answers I was chasing rest beside this stream instead. Maybe peace is something simple, maybe joy is standing still, listening to gentle water rolling softly past the hill. If tomorrow comes too quickly and the city calls again, I will keep this creek inside me like the sunlight after rain. Every petal, every echo, every breeze along the shore will remind me life is sweeter when we ask for nothing more. Whispers by the creek tonight, moonlight shining silver white. Every little step we take leads us where our hearts awake. Underneath the willow tree, springtime sings in harmonies, holding all my drifting dreams. Whispers by the creek with me.
There's a tiny cafe near the water, painted white and colored blue. People smiling through the windows, like they finally made it through. After all the winter silence, after all the colder days, now the world feels warm and golden in 100 little ways. I can smell the fresh espresso mixing with the river breeze, and the sunlight through the branches falls like honey on the leaves. Someone's dog runs through the flowers, someone's writing poetry, and the creek keeps moving slowly like it has eternity. Spring wind cafe walk, time moves easy when we talk. Every little cloud above looks exactly like new love. Step by step beside the stream, life becomes a softer dream. With the sunlight on our skin, let the quiet world begin. above the doorway ring each time somebody leaves. Couples sharing warm reflections under fresh magnolia trees. There's a record softly spinning, old romantic melodies, and the wind keeps carrying petals through the calm uncertainty. I remember all the nights when my heart could not slow down. Now the creek becomes a mirror, washing all the noise out. Maybe happiness is hidden in these ordinary days, walking nowhere very special while the spring light gently sways. No alarms, no crowded highways, no heavy shadows chasing me. Only footsteps, only flowers, only flowing harmony. Spring wind cafe walk, hear the gentle waters talk. Every little passing smile makes the journey worth the while. Side by side with warming skies, hope is shining in your eyes, and the creek keeps singing on like a never-ending song.
Tiny yellow flowers growing near the edges of the stream, moving softly with the water like they're floating through a dream. Spring arrived without a warning, quiet as the morning rain, but somehow the world feels brighter than it ever did again. I can hear the distant laughter from the people passing by, and the clouds above the mountains look like paintings in the sky. There's a peace inside this moment that I never knew before. Just the creek and all the blossoms and the sunlight on the shore. Flowers along the stream carry me away into softer mornings, into brighter days. Every breeze reminds me life can bloom again, even after darkness, even after rain. just a little longer, where the world feels slow and kind. Listening to springtime breathing through the corners of my mind. Flowers along the stream dancing in the light, turning every memory into something bright. And the flowing water sings through the slowly falling spring like a gentle melody, calling softly back to me. April water shining silver underneath the open sky. Tiny ripples catching sunlight as the afternoon rolls by. We were walking without talking, but somehow it felt complete. Every breeze became a language, every flower at our feet. There were people near the market buying fruit and lemonade, children running by the bridges laughing loudly in the shade. And the creek beside the pathway kept a rhythm calm and free, like the world had finally chosen to slow down enough to breathe. Walking through April water, holding on to brighter days. Every little springtime moment washes winter far away. Through the breeze and through the flowers, through the golden evening skies, we become a little lighter, with the creek beside our lives. Street musicians near the corner played old songs with quiet grace, and the drifting scent of roses moved like poetry through space. I remember feeling restless, like I had to run somewhere. Now the flowing creek reminds me peace was always waiting there. Every branch above the river paints a shadow soft and green, and the clouds beyond the mountains move exactly like a dream. So we keep on slowly walking past the tiny riverside, while the spring wind keeps on dancing with the sunlight in our eyes. Maybe all we truly needed was a quieter afternoon, a little warmth, a little silence, and a simple springtime tune. Walking through April water underneath the glowing trees, every step becomes a memory, floating softly with the breeze. And the creek keeps singing low through the places people go, like a calm and endless light in the middle of the golden hour by the creekside, springtime resting in the air. Everything feels slow and easy, like the world forgot despair. Little lanterns near the pathway, starting to glow one by one, while the creek reflects the colors of the slowly setting sun. People talking on the terraces, coffee steaming in the cold, and the evening breeze keeps carrying stories never fully told. I can hear the distant jazz band playing softly near the square, while the water through the wild grass moves without a single care. There's a magic in the silence that the busy world can't see. Only springtime knows the secret of becoming fully free. Creekside spring serenade, where the fading daylight stays. Every ripple, every breeze brings my heart back into peace. Under pastel painted skies, watching daylight slowly die. With the flowers and the stream, life becomes a gentler dream. Street lights shimmer on the water, like a trail of golden stars. And the tiny riverside cafes glow like warmth inside the dark. Someone smiles across the distance, someone hums a quiet tune, and the blossoms near the bridges dance beneath the silver moon. Every season changes slowly, every heart must learn to bend, but the creek keeps softly singing like the world can heal again. So I stay beside the water just to hear the evening breathe, while the spring wind through the branches moves the memories in me. If this night could last forever, I would never ask for more. Just this creekside serenade, and these footsteps by the shore. Creekside spring serenade, floating through the twilight haze. Every little wave and light turns the darkness into bright, and the creek keeps rolling free like a song inside of me through the softly blooming spring. Hear the gentle water sing. Morning sunlight on the willow leaves, tiny ripples dancing underneath. Your fingertips brushing over mine, like spring itself has slowed down time. Pebbles shining through the crystal stream, everything feels softer than a dream. Cherry blossoms drifting through the air, turning ordinary moments rare. We walk slowly where the wildflowers grow, following the creek wherever it goes. Your laughter floating with the breeze, like a melody through trembling trees. And every little sound around us sings, the birds, the water, the silver wind whispers along the creek tonight. Your eyes glowing in the golden light. Spring keeps painting colors in the sky, while the world forgets to rush us by. Take my hand and stay a little more, leave our footprints by the river shore. If forever had a gentle sound, it would be us where the creek flows down. Coffee scent upon your cotton sleeves, soft reflections moving through the trees. Every heart heartbeat slowing to the stream, living inside a watercolor dream. The clouds are drifting lazily above, like they already understand our love. And even silence feels complete, walking beside you down this peaceful street. The reeds are swaying with the afternoon, the sky turning silver under the moon. Your hair catches every passing light, turning the spring evening into white gold tonight. And every little sound around us sings, the birds, the water, the silver wind whispers along the creek tonight. Your eyes glowing in the golden light. Spring keeps painting colors in the sky, while the world forgets to rush us by. Take my hand and stay a little more, leave our footprints by the river shore. If forever had a gentle sound, it would be us where the creek flows down. Even when the seasons fade away, I will remember this quiet day. The creek, the breeze, your tender smile, the way we walked for endless miles. Maybe love is nothing loud or grand, maybe it's simply your warm hand, holding mine beside the flowing stream, living softly inside a springtime dream. Whispers along the creek tonight, stars appearing one by one in sight. The moon reflecting silver on the blue, every road keeps leading back to you. Stay with me beneath the blooming trees, dancing slowly with the evening breeze. If forever had a place somehow, I think we're standing in it now. Little cafe near the waterside, spring rain drying while the boats glide by. You smile softly through the window light, turning cloudy afternoons bright. Steam rises from our paper cups, the world slows down enough for us. Outside the creek keeps humming low, like it knows somewhere we should go. Your coat sleeve brushing against my arm, simple things carrying so much charm. The smell of flowers after rain makes me fall for you again. And the breeze keeps calling our names, nothing around us stays the same. Spring wind cafe, hearts tonight, walking by the creek beneath pink light. Every blooming tree above feels like another word for love. Hold me close while the evening glows, where the quiet flowing water goes. Maybe all we'll ever need is the spring air and the willow trees. Street musicians playing somewhere near, their melodies disappearing clear. the sound of rustling leaves and tiny waves beneath our feet. You tell stories with your sleepy eyes, the painted cotton candy skies. Every second feels so warm, like a place untouched by storms. The sunset spills across the stream, golden reflections softly gleam. And when you lean your head on me, the whole world turns to poetry. One day spring may fade away, flowers falling into May, but this moment will remain like sunlight after gentle rain. The creek remembers every sound, every promise floating down. And if tomorrow comes too fast, tonight is built to last. Spring wind cafe hearts tonight, moonlight dancing on the riverside. Stay beside me till the dawn, even after spring is gone. Every step and every sigh becomes a star within my mind. And if love had a melody, it would sound like you and me.
Under the willow sky we wandered free, where the creek bent gently beside the trees. You wore sunlight in your flowing hair, spring itself seemed hidden there. The grass moved softly beneath our feet, bird songs tangle with the heartbeat. Clouds drifting like a painted scene, everything glowing fresh and green. Your voice carried through the cool spring air, like a prayer too beautiful to compare. And every little glance from you made the whole wide world feel new. Under the willow sky tonight, we were young beneath the fading light. The creek kept singing soft and low, carrying dreams where wildflowers grow. Stay with me while the stars appear, let the spring wind pull us near. And if tomorrow changes all we know, remember me beneath the willow glow. Lantern colors shining from afar, tiny reflections trembling like stars. The scent of rain still on the breeze, mixing with blooming memories. You leaned against my tired shoulder as the evening air grew colder, but somehow your warm, gentle smile made every road feel worthwhile. The night wrapped silver around the stream, turning reality into a dream. And for a while we disappeared into a place where love felt clear. Maybe time keeps moving on, maybe spring is never long. Still the creek keeps flowing slow, holding every soul it knows. And somewhere in the quiet air, our laughter lingers everywhere, like fireflies that softly glow beneath the willow long ago. Under the willow sky tonight, everything finally felt right. The moon reflected in your eyes like hidden pieces of the sky. Take my hand and don't let go. Follow where the spring winds blow. And if forever exists somewhere, I found it in the evening air.
Blooming flowers by the riverside, tiny waves rolling in the light. You and I walking without sound, listening to the earth spin round. The air tastes sweet like April rain, washing softly through the lane. And every blossom drifting free feels like it was meant to be. You point toward the glowing hill, everything around us still, except the creek that keeps its song, pulling our slow hearts along. Blooming river serenade tonight, golden spring beneath the twilight. Every petal in the air feels like love is everywhere. Take my hand and stay nearby, underneath the violet sky. And if this moment fades away, the creek will keep our serenade. Fireflies waking near the trees, moving softly with the breeze. Your shadow dancing next to mine, like poetry written in time. We stop beside an old wood bridge, listening to the distant wind. And somehow in the quiet space, I see forever in your face. The stars awaken one by one, after another spring day's done. Silver reflections softly flow, like secrets only lovers know. Someday years may pass us by, still I'll hear this creek at night. Still I'll see your gentle smile, stretching every single mile. Maybe love is simply this, a soft unfinished kind of bliss, walking slowly hand in hand while spring rewrites the world again. Blooming river serenade tonight, moonlight falling pure and white. Stay with me till morning breaks beside the softly flowing waves. Every breeze and every flower turns this night into ours. And if forever needs a song, it's where your heart and mind belong. Morning light falls softly on the willow trees again. Tiny ripples dance like memories beneath the drifting wind. Old sneakers on the gravel road still know the way by heart to the little creek behind our town where all our dreams would start. Cherry blossoms float downstream like letters never sent. Every breeze repeats your name with quiet innocence. The wooden bridge still gently sings beneath the weight of time. And somewhere in the flowing water, your hand still touches mine. We were laughing without reason, running barefoot after rain. Nothing in the world could reach us, nothing felt like pain. The clouds moved slowly over fields of gold and faded blue. And every little road beside the creek still leads to you. I hear the echoes in the water, I see our shadows in the sun. Though all the years have kept on moving, the creek remembers everyone. So let me walk beside the springtime river where the wind still carries yesterday. Every flower blooming near the water feels like words we never got to say. And if the evening sky grows darker, I'll still follow memories like stars down the winding path beside the creekside, back to who we really are. There was a cafe near the riverside with music drifting low, old records spinning quietly while petals filled the road. You wrote your dreams on paper cups with fading blue ink stains. I swore I'd never lose that smile or disappear again. The bicycles we used to ride are rusting near the gate, yet somehow every passing spring still asked for us to wait. The scent of grass and coffee beans still lingers in the air, and every soft guitar refrain still feels like you are there. Sometimes life became a highway full of noise and neon light, but this little stream of silver still returns me to that night where fireflies became our lanterns and the moon hung low above. By the quiet creek of springtime, we first learned the shape of love. So let me walk beside the springtime river where the wind still carries yesterday. Every flower blooming near the water feels like words we never got to say. And if the evening sky grows darker, I'll still follow memories like stars down the winding path beside the creekside, back to who we really are. If time is just a river flowing endlessly away, then maybe every memory still lives beneath the waves. Maybe every laugh we left still dances with the breeze. Maybe love can stay forever hidden in the trees. So I'll keep walking slowly while the sunset paints the sky, and every little ripple whispers nothing truly says goodbye. Let me stay beside the springtime river one more golden hour today, where the breeze still gently through the month of May. And when tomorrow calls me onward, I will carry all these scars like reflections in the creek at twilight, holding on to who we are. There's an old creek road behind the town, where wildflowers lean and willow branches bow down. Every spring the water shines like silver after rain, and every step I take there brings your voice alive again. We used to walk for hours there, talking about escaping anywhere, with coffee warmth upon our hands, and tiny dreams too big for plans. The sky looked endless in those days, bluest songs the radio played, and every breeze that crossed the stream made life feel softer than a dream. Spring wind, carry me slowly back through the years once more, to the Creekside afternoons and the footprints by the shore, where our hearts were light as petals, floating free beneath the sun. Spring wind, keep blowing softly, like those days were never gone. The benches by the riverside still wear the paint we scratched with time. Your initials faded quietly, but they still survive inside my mind. A little market stood nearby, selling peaches, flowers, homemade pie, and old cassette tapes filled the air with love songs drifting everywhere. Sometimes I wonder where you are, if you still stop to watch the stars, or if the springtime breeze tonight still carries me through your twilight. Spring wind, carry me slowly back through the years once more, to the Creekside afternoons and the footprints by the shore, where our hearts were light as petals, floating free beneath the sun. Spring wind, keep blowing softly, like those days were never gone. Life became crowded, cities became loud, but memories bloom quietly away from every crowd. And somewhere deep within me, the creek still gently flows, keeping every little moment only springtime knows. Spring wind, stay here forever, beside the flowing stream, where yesterday still lingers like a half-remembered dream. And though the years keep changing, some feelings still belong to the creek road in the springtime, where our youth still sings along. Coffee steam and morning light, wildflowers glowing soft and bright, creek water moving peacefully like an old familiar melody. I remember every word, every tiny thing we heard, birds above and trains afar, your reflection by my car. The world was smaller then somehow, just this little creek, and now every spring it calls me back to the old forgotten track by the stream where spring keeps breathing. I can hear our younger hearts, every breeze through blooming branches feels like music in the dark. Coffee cups and fading laughter still remain beside the trees, and the creek keeps softly singing old forgotten melodies. Rain would fall and we would stay, watching water drift away, talking till the evening came, lighting up the town again. Street lights shimmered in your eyes like reflections in the tide, and the scent of grass and earth made the whole world feel reborn. Now the years move much too fast, still I hold on to the past like wildflowers pressed inside a weathered book of springtime nights. Maybe memories are rivers, never truly standing still, but every spring beside this water I can feel your presence still. By the stream where spring keeps breathing, I still walk beneath the skies, holding all the little moments time could never fully hide. And those seasons keep on changing, love remains within the breeze, like a song beside the creekside, floating softly through the trees. Golden evenings by the creek, we were young and incomplete, yet somehow the world felt whole. Every sunset filled the soul. You would hum old melodies while the wind moved through the trees, and the tiny waves below kept the rhythm soft and slow. Oh, the creek still flows tonight under fading amber sound I hear brings your memory back so near. Though the years have drifted far, like reflections under stars, I still walk that riverside, keeping springtime deep inside. Photographs inside my room still carry traces of perfume, coffee stains and handwritten notes, tiny dreams in winter coats. We believed the world was wide, waiting somewhere past the tide. But now I know the sweetest days were hidden in those simple ways. If I could return one moment, I would choose the creek at dusk, where the air smelled sweet with flowers and our hearts were full of trust. Golden evenings by the creek still become the peace I seek. Every blossom, every breeze brings your voice back through the trees.
When the creekside flowers bloom again, I'll return to where it all began, where the spring wind touched our careless hearts, before the world pulled us apart. Tiny petals drifted through the air. You were laughing without any care, and the water shining near our feet made ordinary life feel sweet. We would stay until the stars appeared, talking softly about future years, never knowing how the time would fly, like birds disappearing through the sky. When the creekside flowers bloom again, I will walk those little roads again. Every breeze will carry yesterday, like a song that never fades away. And those seasons pass like falling rain. Love still lives beside the stream, remains in the quiet heart of springtime light, where our memories still shine tonight. Now the cafes changed their old design, yet the river somehow stayed the same, still reflecting skies of silver blue, still reminding me of you. Children run beside the shore today, just like we once used to play. And I smile because the world still keeps tiny pieces of forgotten dreams. Maybe life is just returning to the places that made us whole. Maybe spring exists to show us nothing beautiful is ever lost. When the creekside flowers bloom again, I will hear your gentle voice again. Through the willow branches in the breeze, through the sunlight dancing on the stream. And until the final day arrives, these old memories stay alive, like soft echoes flowing endlessly through the springtime creek inside.